Thank you. Thank you. Let me begin by congratulating the New Hampshire Democratic Party as your neighbor across the river. I have been excited to see that over the years you have elected 2 Democratic U.S. senators, 2 Democratic U.S. members of Congress, and now it's time to elect a Democratic governor. And I look forward to working with you to make sure that Senator Shaheen is reelected. Now, I know that there are differences of opinion in the room. I detect that. I sense that. I see more enthusiasm here than over there. All right. Thank you. But what I wanted to say is that despite the differences of opinion and the candidates that we are supporting, I know that I speak for every candidate, is that no matter who wins the Democratic nomination, we are going to come together to defeat the most dangerous president in the history of this country. Senators Shaheen and Hassan and I sat through the impeachment process, and I was stunned that there was only one Republican who had the conscience and the morality to vote to impeach this corrupt president who has contempt for Congress, the Constitution, and separation of powers. And I wanted to say that our campaign is off to a great start. We are pleased, we are excited that we won in Iowa the popular vote by 6,000 votes, 6,000. And we won the realignment vote by 2,500. And I am absolutely confident that with the volunteer support that we have, we're going to win here in New Hampshire as well. And I want to thank the people of New Hampshire for playing an extraordinarily important role in moving this country forward in a progressive way. 4 years ago, when I was here campaigning, many of the ideas that we talked about, raising the minimum wage to a living wage of $15 an hour, those ideas then were considered radical. You know what? They're not radical today. 7 states have passed a $15 an hour minimum wage. Four years ago, we talked about making public colleges and universities tuition-free and canceling student debt. Radical then, not so radical today. All over the country, states and cities and counties are moving in that direction. 4 years ago, we said that health care is a human right, not a privilege. That there is something wrong when we are the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all people as a human right. 4 years ago, we talked about climate change being a global crisis. And 4 years ago, when those ideas seemed radical, the people of New Hampshire, with great courage, said, no, these are not radical ideas. These are the ideas that the United States of America, the working class of this country, need. So I want to thank New Hampshire. I want to thank New Hampshire for helping to lead the political revolution that began 4 years ago, and now is the time to complete that revolution. Now is the time for us to come together to end the divisiveness, the racism, the lying, the homophobia, the xenophobia, the religious bigotry of the Trump administration. And now is the time, not only to defeat Donald Trump, but to transform this country and create a government and an economy that works for all of us, not just the 1%. That's what this campaign is about, and I thank you all very much.